Hi,
Yes,
Karen.
now I can hear you.
I would request you to share a bit of your own experience and your message to the students and to all of us also.
Hi, and good morning to everyone. My name is Karen Ibasco, and I'm Miss Earth 2017. Now, before anything else, a lot of people don't know. I am a physicist by profession. A lot of people don't know what physics is, but it's actually a branch of science. So I tried to make people understand, like kids, of what science is about with the climate. So I combined physics with Miss Earth. So that's what I did. I was also a former teacher in a university teaching kids just like you. And there's just so much in my country. That's why it pushed me to join Miss Earth. You know, the Philippines is quite similar with India. We have a lot of environmental problems, and plastic pollution is one of them. We are actually in the top three of producing so much plastics in the oceans, and I'm not proud of it because plastic is something that we really have to refuse in doing. You know, when I became Miss Earth 2017, I traveled all over the world from Asia to Europe to South America to Africa and seeing all these things that I saw firsthand. And I was able to share my voice to them, and I was able to bring so many things to my country that I also told them what to do. I participated in a lot of talks, such as environmental talks to educate kids like you. I went locally in my country and internationally, and we teach a lot of things. Now, one thing I want to teach is I know the children that I'm talking to now has a lot to know about the environment. And one of the things that I can share to you perhaps is the basic science. You know, why is the world all experiencing this global warming? It's as simple as the greenhouse effect. You know, the planet has its atmosphere. And of course, in the atmosphere, we have what we call the greenhouse gases. And the sun gives us heat in the planet, but not everything is absorbed by the planet. Some of it is reflected back in space. But because of the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, that those are the ones that are responsible in trapping heat in the planet. But because of all these human activities that we are doing, the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere actually increases. That's why we have global warming because it has so much heat, so much trapped heat compared to before. So what happens is that it leads to climate change. That's why we have platforms like this to share to you what we must do. And one thing that we must do is planting trees, as I've seen earlier. You know, one of the things that how can you explain climate change to a 5-year-old kid is explain to him or her like it's the science of the human body. You know, because a human is alive because of all the temperature that you have in your body. But if you increase at least 1 degree Celsius, you actually have a fever. You know, if you eat so much of this ice cream and you don't sleep at night on time and you do a lot of these things, that's the reason why you have a fever. It's like the planet is also having a fever. That's why we have to do a lot of things to really change that. And we are doing things right now and educating you on how to do it. In Miss Earth, actually, we teach kids when they go around the world and locally. People know about the 3 R's. We just increase it to like 5 R's. The first one is rethink. You have to rethink every single thing that you do because it's connected to the environment. Either it's at home or it's in your schools. The second one is reduce. You have to learn to reduce your plastic consumption. You have to refuse it. You have to reduce or to conserve your energies and your water, either you're at home or in your schools. You have to reuse. Reusing is refusing plastic and using either eco bags and such as tumblers so you can reuse these things every single time you use it so you won't consume all these plastics. The third one or the fourth one is recycle. When you recycle, these are one things that you can do, such as plastic. You can recycle the plastic that you still have. So those are the things that you can do to help the planet. And of course, the last is respect. Respecting is one of the most important things because it will be easier for you to do all these four things if you respect the planet. Like what was said earlier, there is no planet B for human beings. There is only one planet for us, and this is our common home. Whether you're wherever part in the globe or wherever part in the planet, we're all a part of this common home, and we have to be together to protect it. That's why I continually use my voice even after Miss Earth, because I understand that this is one thing I cannot turn my blind eye to. We believe that you are the future generations, and we're doing everything that we can now because you're going to be the ones after us. Now, I was able to represent my country once again. If you know Greta Thunberg, there was this UN Youth Climate Summit last September 21 in the United Nations headquarters, and I represented my country there. And I was able to see the General Secretary and, of course, Greta Thunberg opened it. There were so many eye-openers in different fields that they were talking about, that youth is the generation that really has to rise to protect the planet, because you're going to be the next generation to be a part of it. And there's so much that I want to do, and I'm actually doing now, to really share that message to all of you. You know, being a beauty queen has given me a great platform to share of this. At the same time, not only that, but being also a scientist, it has always been my heart to talk to people and to represent my scientific community, to really reach out to people and what we can do to save the planet.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.